Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hamilton, and today we're going to be going through the top 5 GameFi projects that you should be checking out right here, right now. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have been in the space for 8 years now. I've seen a lot of projects come and go, but these are my top 5 for GameFi. So let's just jump straight into this. Okay, so this is Pixels. Pixels is a gaming platform where users can build and play games integrating digital collectibles, i.e. NFTs. It allows players to own their progress and create unique experiences using blockchain technology to secure ownership and rewards. Players can manage virtual lands, collaborate or compete with friends, and earn rewards. The platform emphasizes community building, frequent updates, and offers a large Web3 player base. For more details, you can check this out in the description, but let's just check this out firsthand here, right? So we can see, yes, it's a functioning thing. If you can go in here, it will actually fade out and go into that room. So yeah, the tech is here. Obviously, it's very clean. It looks really nice. I like this background space look as well. We can go ahead and grab this and water our plants here if we were going to do some farming on this. And yeah, there's pretty decent tutorials across the board as well here. So yeah, really liking this so far. Let's head over to the landing page and see just what you can do with this. But this is pretty much the base setup that you will get. And also you can like edit your avatar and do lots of really, really cool things on here, as well as socialize with other players, right? So if we head to the landing page right here, we can see explore a new type of gameplay. Make your home in a world of unlimited adventure, master skills, and play with friends. Build new communities. So yeah, this is an example of some of the bigger land you can get here. And they also have Chapter 2 coming soon. So they're going to have a pretty big major update on this game pretty soon. I imagine that will affect prices of the coin and stuff like that as time progresses with this thing. Usually when GameFi projects have big events, it does affect the price of the coin. So be sure to check this one out. You don't want to miss any opportunities here, right? You've got guilds, which are super important, avatars, taste makers, and more here. So yeah, lots of things you can do on this. You can play with friends. Okay, again, there's the farming thing that we just checked out, and you can also raise animals, as you can see here in this little picture. I think these animations are probably the best way to kind of describe what you can do in this game. I think they have in-game markets that you can use, so it's very MMO-esque, I would say, right? So think like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, that kind of stuff. And they do have levels as well. If we just click this skills button and I move my webcam, you can see here a very MMO-esque here: farming, forestry, cooking, mining, woodwork, metalworking, so like forging, that kind of stuff. Animal care is on there as well, business, all right, and exploration as well. And they've got some more that they're going to be adding to this. So yeah, a very in-depth game. This isn't just your standard Pac-Man with crypto implemented. These are a real company, right? A real game studio. They have raised, I think, over 7 million over 2 funding rounds. So yeah, these guys are serious. They are the real deal. And you can see that by the progress they've made over the years they've been building this game. And if we head over to CoinMarketCap, we can see the coin is currently sat around 19 cents for Pixels. All right. And again, this is used for stuff in games. Of course, they have their own NFTs, stuff like that. But they do use this coin to transact in the game, which is going to be very effective for volume on the coin generally, which will typically reflect in the price of the coin, right? Market cap currently around 150 million, but fully diluted market cap, as you can see here on the left, just under $1 billion. So yeah, looking pretty fantastic for this coin. Brilliant recovery so far. Lots of higher lows here on the chart after our most recent market dump here for the whole crypto industry. And what we will say as well is it is available on many, many exchanges, right? So these guys have a lot of things coming up. They update the game every 2 weeks. Be sure to check this one out, because this is probably one of the leaders in the crypto space for GameFi right now. So definitely one you should not ignore. Let's move on to the next project. The next project here is a fantastically beautiful one, as you can see here on your screen. It is called Moonfrost, and yeah, it has massive, massive backing. If we're looking at the art first here, I'll just play this real quick. You can see it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The animations are slick. It's really nice design. Okay, you can't hear this, but the soundtrack is really, really good as well. Be sure to check this out on the website. Lots of really, really cool stuff to do here on this thing, right? So you can see farming, you can see lots of different aspects to this game that will allow you to have fun, right? And one thing about this that I did just want to share with you guys is the fact that they are partnered with some ridiculously big players, okay? So we're talking Animoca Brands. These guys actually raised over $4 million in their seed rounds, which is fantastic. Another thing here is they have Supercell as a partner. If you don't know who Supercell is, guys, this is huge, okay? This is massive. As you guys can see, these guys make Clash of Clans, Squad Busters, and many other really, really addictive mobile and desktop games. And the reason why this is important for a project like this is because they will use that kind of gamification and that addictiveness to really entice their players to keep playing. And this has been a massive problem in the crypto space, right? People, they want to make these projects, they have these ideas, but they don't know how to make the projects stick with their consumers, right? So the fact that they've got these partners on board really, really does help a project like this, and it makes me super excited for where this thing can go. If we scroll down here a little bit about this project, right, we can see go anywhere. This ever-expanding world would be mysterious, full of wonder, and brimming with long-forgotten secrets. You will never know what's around the next corner. Okay, so really, really cool. Again, this art is just beautiful. In terms of Web3 integration and blockchain, guys, I have been looking at some of their documents. It is always a challenge for GameFi projects to have a blockchain directly integrated. And the reason for that is because of legislation, laws surrounding all of that, and app store limitations with that as well. So they are really, really trying to get that involved, but it will be in a future update. I do believe they will just release the game first, so be sure to check this one out. And if you are interested in this, it is in the description. So the next game here is called Sunflower Land. As you can see, this is a metaverse. It's a farming-based game, and it's prominently around NFTs here for the most part anyway, right? So we can see here, if we do just hop into the game, the way this works is you would basically control your land like so. You can progress in the game and expand your land. You can chop down trees to do that as well. And also, if you do kind of get stuff from your crops, you can sell them on the market like so, right? One thing that's really cool about this game is most of these items are actually NFTs that can be stored on the blockchain, right? So if we do head over to the documents here and we go down to blockchain fundamentals, you can see most game items in Sunflower Land are stored on the blockchain. So essentially you would play the game, it would be stored in the game database, right, on the servers, and then you have the option to move them over to the blockchain. So if you progress in this game a bunch, right, and you craft a really, really high level or rare item, then you could essentially move that over to the blockchain, have it on OpenSea, and someone could pick it up off you. So really, really cool integration here. I love how they've done this. Definitely one you should check out, and it's one that I see scaling across the crypto industry pretty prominently. So if we do head over to OpenSea here, this is where you could pick up some of the NFTs for this game. All right, one thing I will say, guys, just make sure that you are looking for this little tick here. This means it's the verified project. It means OpenSea have checked to see if this is the real one, right? And it is, as you can see by this tick. So as long as this tick's here, you're fine here to really navigate this little marketplace here, right? But if we do scroll down, you can see some of the prices that these things are going for. You can see 1.45 Ethereum, so 2.5k USDC, which is pretty massive here for a last sale for an item in this game. So yes, it does have a pretty active economy going on here, right? Lots of different items that you can get here that will help you progress throughout the game and benefit you in various different ways. So really, really cool here. Be sure to check out the project. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is Paradise Tycoon. So this is a 3D browser-based game in which you can essentially build up this island. It's really, really cool. I really like how they've done this. Okay, but let's jump into the landing page and just see what you can do with this thing. So on the landing page here, it says, build a paradise, have fun with friends, and compete to become the ultimate tycoon in an immersive multiplayer game. Okay, so what you can do with this, as I said, is you can farm, you can build up your island, you can play with your friends. Obviously, you can customize your character, which is a much needed thing, right? And the way this integrates into blockchain is you can use NFTs as items in the game as well. So I'm sure there will be a secondary market for that. to accommodate all the players. Here you can see player-driven economy. Essentially what this means is there will be auction houses and an in-game marketplace where players can actually trade with each other for in-game items. It says players can sell NFTs or non-NFT items, resources, or consumables in their inventory at the auction house for the highest bidder, or with a fixed buy now price. So it's really cool to see games having this. The first example of a game I saw using this would probably be something like RuneScape, where you have this massive exchange where everyone can essentially trade items on it. And this just adds another level of immersiveness to a game. And this is what you really want for a stickiness of a project, particularly one in crypto, where people can obviously leave and go to the next project. You want them to stay and get dedicated and get loyal to your project. To have that marketplace is going to be a massive benefactor in that area. They've also got the Empire metaverse, which is essentially multiplayer, right? So you could go chill out with your friends, you could trade items, you can go to different areas. So a really cool metaverse feature there that you can essentially go and check out and go hang out in when you're not building up your island. And the final game here that I'm going to be talking about here today is called Townstar. So essentially what this is another farming game, but it's a little bit more automated. It's top down, as you can see here. If we do go into the game, we can see here that it's very beautiful looking. You can zoom in, zoom out, lots of functionality, not buggy at all. So a fully fleshed out game here. Okay, and obviously it's done by Gala Games. If you don't know Gala Games, guys, these guys are basically the top dogs in GameFi. These guys have released so many games. They've got pretty much a marketplace on every single game that they've released. And when I say they've released so many games, guys, let me just show you. Let me just show you real quick how many games these guys have, because it's actually ridiculous. Look at how many games these guys have put out in every single genre. You got stuff like The Walking Dead here as well. So yeah, this will all reflect pretty well on Gala itself as a project. You can see they are sitting around 700 mil market cap, and the price is actually recovering really, really nicely with a lot of higher lows here of recent days. So really cool stuff there. Be sure to check out this game, build up your farm, get on the marketplace, and start going from that point. Okay, so good stuff from there. That is going to be it for all of these projects here, and just to kind of highlight and summarize all the projects we've talked about today. Obviously we've got Pixels here that we talked about at the start, really, really cool one. Okay, Moonfrost, where the art is amazing, and we talked about all those amazing partners such as the people that made Clash of Clans Supercell, right, and Animoca brands. Okay, we've got Sunflower Land, which is just really cute and addictive game here where you can get NFTs and trade them on the open market. Okay, we've got Paradise Tycoon, which is more 3D, but very, very cool. They've got jump features and many, many more features as well that you can go and explore. Okay, and then finally, obviously, Gala Games that we just talked about. So yeah, be sure to check out all of these games. Obviously, playing them, the more you play them, guys, the more you can earn from the marketplaces that are attached to them. Okay, or just check out the projects, potentially invest in them. Check them all out in the description, and that's pretty much going to be it from me. So be sure to like the video if you have got value from this one, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.